How beautiful, even providential it is, that our annual border mass this year falls on the day we Catholics celebrate all the saints. All those people through history that have loved and served, suffered and died, and come to a new and glorious life in the peace of Christ. In the Scriptures, we are presented with the great vision of those who have come together. Una muchedumbre tan grande que nadie podía contarla. Individuos de todas las naciones y razas, de todos los pueblos y lenguas, from every nation, race, people, and tongue, before the throne of God. This is my dream. I hear in my heart echoes of Martin Luther King during the struggle for civil rights that sought to correct one of the great blemishes on the history of our nation. He dreamt of a day when this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Es un sueño que sigue vigente, porque las amenazas a esa visión de una humanidad unida aún están presentes. Yes, Martin, we share your dream today, and in some ways it may be more timely than ever. Once again in our nation, not only people of African heritage, but all people of color, and especially those who speak a language other than English, feel singled out and under threat. Now, we don't force immigrants to come to our country in such a malevolent way as were earlier generations of Africans to enslave them. But now, it is our selfishness and greed as a nation by which we have manipulated their governments and their economies and shipped their criminal groups or oppressive governments weapons that enslave. It is our failure to assist them in such a way to allow them to exercise their right to remain at home in peace and security that has left our immigrants with no other choice than to seek refuge here, despite all the loss, despite all the risks. Aún hoy seguimos ignorando y abusando de quienes han emigrado a Estados Unidos con o sin documentos. Nos contentamos con pagarles poco y los acusamos de ser delincuentes, incluso cuando las estadísticas dicen lo contrario. Now we are hunting them down with great brutality. We have been satisfied to blame them for their death in the jungle or in the deserts or on our streets. We are suspending laws that call us to give an opportunity to seek asylum and due process in general. We are tearing parents from their children. People who were brought here as children and know no other place are being exiled. Most are now raising a family and contributing to our well-being, but they are being uprooted and discarded. We are sending our immigrant brothers and sisters back to places where they very well may be thrown into prison, killed, or starved to death. Now, don't let me exaggerate. No quiero exagerar. It's not that we've closed the border or ended legal immigration altogether. Some are still able to come. Who can come? Los multimillonarios todavía pueden venir. White refugees from South Africa can still come. But on this All Saints' Day, yo tengo un sueño. I have a dream. It is Martin's dream and the dream of every disciple who has heard God's promise, who has longed for God's kingdom, who has recognized that in the eyes of God, the blessed, dichosos, son los pobres de espíritu, los que lloran, los sufridos, los que tienen hambre y sed de justicia, los misericordiosos, los que trabajan por la paz, los perseguidos por causa de la justicia. Dichosos serán ustedes cuando los injurien, los persiguen y digan cosas falsas de ustedes por causa mía. But if I may borrow from you, Martin, so even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Even when things look dark, Martin, you held out hope. You clung to your faith, to your vision. You proclaimed, with this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. You went on to describe that Advent. This will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Qué gran sueño. Una vez más, este año nos encontramos ante este muro, juntos aquí en la frontera. We remember that borders demarcate one country from another, and though they do that, they should never destroy the unity of our families, the unity of our faith, or the dynamism of our economy. No border can rob us of the brotherhood and sisterhood that we share. Nosotros, los seguidores de Jesús, nos atrevemos a esperar, a trabajar, a anhelar el día en que, con la ayuda de Dios, vivamos en plenitud el sueño que hoy compartimos. That day, when all those named blessed in heaven and on earth by God will dwell in that place where there are no prejudices dividing black and white and brown, no divisions based upon language or class, rich or poor. On that great day, all God's people, vamos a gritar juntos, gracias a Dios Todopoderoso que por fin somos libres. Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We're free at last. Que Dios les bendiga.